One of my favorite things that I've discovered so far in 2020, and that is boiled sea moss gel. And I know, y'all gonna be like, but I thought you said only make it raw. Because we almost alkaline, yeah, almost alkaline, yeah. Ja, Rastafaro. Blessings and wholeness, family. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akeem Pierre. If you're new, welcome to the vibes. Today, we're gonna be showing y'all how you can make a boiled sea moss gel with the spices and flavoring already in it, so you can make the easiest sea moss tea. And this is really amazing if you don't have access to your blender at all times. You know, you don't wanna wake up the whole house just to get your high grade healing in. Well, this is a very simple way. You take this gel, put it in with some boiled water, mix it in, and it already has the flavors in there. So all you gotta do is add a little bit of agave or date syrup, and it's delicious. So I still always make sure I have a raw gel on hand as well, without flavors, to add to all my different recipes. But this one is really perfect for sea moss tea, or for when I make the sea moss rich age or porridge. And you know, I just want to share with y'all, like, be aware of people who say there's only one way to do anything, because there's many ways, and we just have to find the way that's right for us and for what we are doing. So here's a new way that I learned when I was in Saint Lucia the last time with Honorable Priest Kailash. He's always putting me onto that wise mind, that wisdom, always teaching me that knowledge, and we just got to stay open to receive so we can get these major blessings in our life. So I'm excited to share these blessings with y'all. Let's get into the recipe. So we're going to keep this one really simple. Here we got the Irish Seamoss, and this is the full spectrum sea moss. And what the full spectrum sea moss is just colorful sea moss, the most beautiful sea moss I've ever seen. You know, so here we got some green, we got some pinks, we got some purple, we got some gold. The full spectrum, because the color signifies different properties or different nutrients. So when we have all the different colors, we're gonna get the most possible that we can. So we're gonna start off by rinsing the sea moss. And then here, as you can see, we got the cinnamon, we got the star anise, and we got some bay leaves. And this is sweet bay leaf, y'all. So if you can't get sweet bay leaf, then don't just put in regular bay leaf. This is a really certain specific kind of bay leaf, so make sure you get that. So let's get to rinsing the sea moss. This is no different than when you regularly just rinse your sea moss. All right, we just want to make sure we clean off any dirt, debris, anything extra that can be on there. And, you know, just leave it, so what we're left with is pure sea moss. So now let's turn the heat to medium high. Let this get to a boil, and as it cooks, the sea moss strands are just gonna melt away and break apart, and you will no longer even see them. It'll just be melted into a gel, and that's how we create the gel. And you wanna make sure you add enough water, because sea moss is still gonna expand like 3 to 4 times, so make sure you add enough water. So it's been about 20 minutes, and as y'all can see here, most of the big strands of sea moss are already broken up, and it's already melting into this thick, delicious gel. As you can see, we don't have it on too high of heat. Like, we don't want it to be like a wild, crazy boil. We just want to make it so it's like a nice little simmer. And we're just gonna keep stirring it and checking on it every 5 minutes or so to just see how it's going and make sure nothing's stick and make sure we got enough water. But this is looking perfect right now. Boom, so here it is. We got the gel. It looks almost like a gel, and there's really only some small pieces of sea moss left. So we just want to keep mixing it and just allowing these sea moss pieces to break up. And we're just gonna keep going until all these sea moss pieces are no longer here, all these little pieces, and until they're dissolved. And that's just how we know our gel is ready. So it takes a little bit of patience and, you know, a little bit of attentiveness, but once you got it, it's so good, y'all. Give thanks. So it looks like all the little pieces of sea moss are done. It was boiling or simmering for about an hour, and I checked on it every 5 minutes or so. And what I usually do is I'll just take out these big pieces. So say this cinnamon stick, I'll take this out and I'll take off all this cinnamon. And then I'll leave all the other spices already in here and store it in a glass jar. And that's because It's all gonna be used for the tea. So when I make the tea, I'll just strain it like I would a tea. So if you would like, you could strain yours before you put it into storage. But me personally, I keep everything in there in storage, and it's really just up to you. So she just came home. She's like, can you make me some tea? Is there any tea? That's how good it is, y'all. It's no joke. So we're gonna make her some tea, but that's it. So, you know, I'm gonna actually show y'all the tea. We're gonna show them how to make the tea as well, and then finish off the video. All right, y'all. So she's actually never made the tea before. So what we're gonna do, just to show y'all how easy it is, she's gonna make it for her first time, and we'll show y'all how it's done. So the only thing we're gonna do is add a couple of tablespoons of the Seamoss gel, add some water, mix it up until it's all together, and then add sweetener to your liking.
How many tablespoons?
However much you like. Okay, boom. So look how much she put in there, y'all. That's a whole lot, but you know, you can't get enough of that high grade healing.
Then we put water?
Yeah.
How much water?
As much as you want to drink for your tea.
Oh, it doesn't have to boil?
No, you just have to melt it.
Oh. Can we stir a little bit?
Yep. It's all mixed up. All right, blessed. And we can add the agave toothpaste. Oh, you being so proper for the camera. There we have it. We have the tea that we made from the boiled sea moss. And as she was mentioning that she wanted some ginger in there.
It's beautiful, but it needs some like ginger or something to give it a kick.
Well, we could add ginger when we boil it. So when we make this gel, boil it with the flavors that you want to have your tea to be. And you could also make it really strong by adding more spices and more seasonings. So it's really up to you. This is something for you to experiment with and for you to get your perfect combination. We're still working on it over here, as this is the first month that we've been learning this, but we were excited to share with y'all. So give thanks. And how was the tea though without the ginger?
It's pretty darn good.
That's good, y'all. I don't usually get that one. But much love, y'all. So there you have it. A very simple way to make your sea moss gel, which leads to making the best sea moss tea possible. No blender needed. All right, so let me know how it goes when you make this recipe. Let me know if you're interested in it. And yes, I'm looking forward to sharing more with y'all as usual. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Ja! Rastafaro.